Ronnie only has 2 people that call her, and one of them is her mom, and the other is Gigi. And I always joke around. I'm like, Gigi, I know it's always you calling because only people over the age of 40 call people on the phone.
I'll call people sometimes, but guess how old I am?
Yeah.
Either that or they're calling about your car's extended warranty.
Yeah.
God damn it. Yeah. Luckily, my phone's pretty good about like possibly spam.
Every time somebody comes into my shop with an extended warranty, I'm like, you answered that phone call, didn't you, you fucking dummy?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, but I call people sometimes. I like to call people on their birthday, like your grandfather or something.
Yeah, that's the only people I do call is my
I can't
my
motion
parents.
anywhere else to do it. Ace, can you push the button? Push it till it bumps.
Yeah,
Bing, bing.
I just don't mind. I really don't mind calling people because sometimes I want to talk and I don't want to text. If I'm in a text conversation with somebody for more than like 3 or 4 sentences, I'm just calling you.
Oh, no.
That's different, man. I was at the dinner and I got 2 phone calls in a row, and I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like, who do you think you are?
Yeah. I gotta go both ways because, like, sometimes, like, I want people to text me, but then, like, I'll get in a huge. My wife will be in like a huge group chat with like 8 people, and she'll look at her phone. She's like, "Oh, I have like 100 missed like messages on my phone." I'm like, that would drive me insane if it was just like beep 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 beep
Yeah,
beep,
see,
just like all the time.
That's why I don't like work chats.
Yeah.
Because it's that way. And when I used to make a work chat, when I used to run the bar, I was like, this is not for fun, like jokes and side things. It's like, this is the schedule. Everybody just tell me you see it.
Yeah.
Thank you. And it's still like, people can't resist.
Just
You don't have
memes.
to.
They can't fucking resist.
Yeah, you don't have to put a SpongeBob GIF in there so that we know that you saw it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Just put a thumbs up. Yes, okay. Acknowledge that you're still alive and that you'll be there.
Speaking of alive, are we recording? Ha!
Speaking of alive, dead alive.
Dead alive. Brain dead.
Or brain dead.
Oh my God. Let's introduce ourselves. Welcome to the Gore Club Podcast. I am Steve Vessel.
Deathmetal Dave.
I'm Ace.
And Corey's in the corner. Corey has a microphone working.
Yep, I got a microphone now.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So, we're talking about Dead Alive today.
Talking about the classic, the Splat Cat classic.
Brain dead.
Brain Dead. I'm even wearing the Brain Dead shirt that Chaz Bellin designed in like in the 90s.
I've got that shirt.
Yeah, the Blackest Heart Media. This company's not around, I don't
Mine's
think.
just a rip off of that shirt. It's just the same picture, but mine doesn't have the cool insignia on the.
Does it have the I kick ass for the Lord on the back?
No, mine doesn't either.
Okay, yeah.
It's not as cool.
Yeah, he designed the shirt in the late 90s, and I picked it up at a video store. And Chaz Bellin used to write for Gore Zone, Fangoria. He used to write for, he made all the best books of the 90s when it came to splatter movies. I mean, of the 80s. And for a company called Fantaco, which I always say Fantaco. And he was dead. He died of cancer. But goddamn, his artwork and his stories will live on. Brain Dead. Peter Jackson's fucking 1992 classic. And at this time, Dave and Ace, we weren't fucking sick of zombie movies.
We weren't.
No.
7 years before he made Lord of the Rings. Think about that.
Oscar winner Peter
Oscar-winning
Jackson.
director.
Dude, so many people in this movie who helped create this movie are Oscar winners.
Yeah.
Not all because of him, but whatever.
And we'll go into Peter Jackson as his whole career one day.
One day.
All we got to
Jesus,
talk
will
about
we?
is yes.
Okay.
I just want to talk about Lord of the Rings for 3 hours and tell you all how they're wrong, that they don't like it.
And if
I've
you're
seen-
watching on YouTube, Ace and I are just not here.
No, yeah, it's just Dave in here by himself because I'm like, I saw Lord of the Rings once in the theater, and that's all I had ever watched it again.
Holy shit. No,
I
man.
haven't seen it since 2002.
Let me dig into this real quick. We'll get through the nerd crap, and then we'll actually dig into why we love this movie. So, obviously, directed by the Peter Jackson, written by Fran Walsh Jackson, and a guy named Steven Sinclair, who actually I don't think gets enough credit. This guy wrote Meet the Feebles, wrote the fucking songs for Meet the Feebles, and he wrote The Two Towers. He's the only one credited as writing The Two Towers. From what I remember. If I'm
Ace's
wrong,
favorite
Dave
movie.
was probably like going to come back and be like, no. Music by Peter Descent. He actually did Meet the Feebles, also did the music for Dead Alive, Heavenly Creatures, and the cinematographer is Murray Malign, and edited by Jamie Selkirk, who basically stayed with him, Peter Jackson, his entire career.
Well, Peter Jackson found his people that he could work with. It was like, you're coming with me.
Yeah, I think that's great.
He didn't leave people behind.
No.
He's like, you made Meet the Feebles with me. You deserve a raise.
He's no Billy Joel. That's an old person joke.
Oh, God. No, Billy Joel.
Oh my God! Let's talk the cuts of this movie, the name change of this movie. I've got the North American cut is 85 minutes long, the Brain Dead International 97 minutes long. But if you can find it, there's a 104-minute version out there, and it's called they originally were going to call it the Unstoppable Rot. That was one of the names.
I think that was the Japanese.
It's a Japanese laser disc.
Japanese.
Well, I've got the
Laserdisc or
Japanese laser disc, and when they were on production, they made T-shirts, signs, security passes. That was the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they went back and asked Roger Corman if it was cool if they could just do that, and he's like, just as long as it's not the U.S., you can call it fucking Brain Dead, because he made that kick-ass movie with fucking Bill Paxton.
Both Bills.
You both look
Bill
at me
Paxton,
like, what?
Bill Paxton and Bill Pullman.
Oh, that's
in the same
right.
movie.
Yeah, oh yeah, Bill Pullman's actually the main star of that fucking movie. Yeah,
it's because they have like their brains are sticking out the top of their head.
Yes, and the name My Two Bills wouldn't have worked for that movie.
The guy who directed that movie made Carnosaur.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever, man. I love Carnosaur.
It's all downhill from there. Anyway, so we're talking about Dead Alive.
Yeah.
Brain Dead. This movie that he made in 1992. God,
Is this the first SLATSTICK movie?
SLATSTICK. I wouldn't say.
I've got these old fucking terms that I remember as a kid reading magazines. It's like, like when in the 2000s when like Rob Zombie, Eli Roth, and and like fucking whoever else was like, this is the Splat Pack.
The Splat Pack.
So
yeah.
they always want to give labels to shit, and this was a SLATSTICK movie because it's a comedy, kind of like Evil Dead 2, which I think would be the first one myself.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of horror comedies, but like gory, fucking in your face, like this one is.
I mean, you can definitely tell he likes Sam Raimi's style, just from just from some of the shots, the amount of gore in the movie.
And he's talked about in many interviews how much he loves, those early Sam Raimi films, like Darkman before everything before Darkman. He's just like, oh, I eat it up, I ate it up. It's like you could tell from the shots, just alone, and the how much the integrity that they put into this film. I'm not going to go on like a big lament, I promise. Go ahead.
I mean, when he made the movie, you were speaking of gore and effects. Like they shot it on 16 millimeter, Super 16,
just like Evil Dead,
so they could save money as opposed because 35 millimeter film was a lot. They wanted to save that money and use it toward the gore effects, which was a payoff, I think.
Oh God, yeah.
But let's go into the movie.
Special effects, man. We don't have to go through the plot. Let's just go through all the amazing scenes and things that we remember. I can go through the cast. We can go through who made what. I don't give a shit, man. Budget was only $3 million. This movie only made $500,000. It was not a hit.
Yeah.
I got to see it in the theater, actually, the Japanese version. It was actually said Brain Dead when I saw it.
Well, actually, in New Zealand, it said this movie earned more money per screen than Batman Returns did, which came out the same year.
And that one had bat nipples.
Yeah. No, that was
Did it?
that one didn't have the bat nipples.
Oh no, it had Danny DeVito.
It was Sexy Catwoman and Danny DeVito.
It had cat nipples.
Cat nipples.
Yeah.
6 of them.
So we're on Skull Island.
Yes.
I mean, talk about all the homages he's got to everything he loves. Talking about Evil Dead, friggin' King Kong. This is before he was already thinking about making King Kong. He just didn't have the budget.
Yeah.
And actually, this was the movie supposed to be made before Meet the Feebles, I think.
I'm glad
they just didn't have the money. The money fell through. Richard Taylor, who everyone knows now from Weta Workshop, they were already building all the stuff for this movie, and then they lost all the money. So then he was like, "Well, I got another idea." That's the awful Australian or New Zealand accent. Sorry, everybody.
It's a bad Kiwi accent
I'm
there.
a piece of shit.
You got to. I'm kind of glad they didn't, because if they would have made this movie on Bad Taste's budget, it definitely would not have been as good.
No, it wasn't going to have the same budget.
No, it would have been bad. I think they did the best that they could with what they had, and it turned out amazing.
Well, for $3 million, this movie looks amazing. I think that looks really good.
You can tell they're poor after this. They didn't make a goddamn dime.
Yeah.
It's like when I bring a celebrity to town. I paid my phone bill. Do we want to talk about the special effects, or we just go into it as we're going?
I mean, let's just talk about the movie a little bit. Like I said,
Dave.
You set it up.
It's a love story. No, I was joking.
It is a love story.
It is a love story.
Skull Island, and you have these douchebags with a box and a creature.
Yeah.
And a creature. Yeah. And they see the natives, and they're like, "We have papers." Because
they
don't
care.
That's the whitest thing you could do. Go to somebody else's land, steal their shit, and be like, "Well, I have papers."
Permit. Permit.
Yeah.
That's my Kiwi accent. Yeah, fuck y'all.
They're getting the Sumatran rat monkey, a.k.a. Simian radicus.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's opening scene is fantastic. You've got the racist natives from King Kong. I mean, that's the whole point. People are like, oh, it's got a racist beginning. It's like, no, he's bringing a point to like those early films are very racist. Like, this is like the 30s, I think. No, it's the late 40s, I think.
Well, yeah,
the
movie
time frame.
Yeah, that part is. I think the movie takes place in 57 because when his mom dies,
that's what it is. Yeah, you're right.
That's the day of her death is 1957.
So it's the 50s, and nobody was dressed up in war paint and bones in the nose.
yeah.
But it's supposed to be Skull Island.
Okay, Dave. They're lost in time.
Anyways, Skull Island, and that sort of makes you think about it because if you know the movie, this rat monkey when it bites you, it gets Zingaya.
The bite.
And I don't know if they're referring to Zingaya as actually the bite or Zingaya as the poison. Zingaya is what happens afterwards.
I didn't look up that word.
Well, I mean,
Corey, did you look up that word? He's pulling his phone out.
But I always thought of after you make the connection to Skull Island, it's like, what if this thing bit King Kong?
Oh my fucking! I love you, Dave.
Zombie Kong.
Zombie Kong. That would be awesome. I mean,
I never ever thought about that.
Godzilla wouldn't stand a chance then.
No.
Let's make that movie Peter Jackson.
Oh,
Peter Jackson's Zombie Kong.
The Wetaverse.
I would totally into that, man. I would love that shit. And they steal the monkey. We don't have to go through beat for this film, but they steal the monkey, and then that's where you see the beautiful title, Dead Alive, or Dead, Brain Dead, in whatever country.
I love that. The title, the beginning of that, and the title, I love that. Just with the splatter onto the screen, it says that
just lets you know what you're in.
Yeah, that opening's a 10.
Yeah.
Like I love it.
This is gonna get bad in a good way. Do you remember actually when you saw this film?
I rented the first time I ever saw this was in the video store, and it was probably the same box where the guy. He's coming, where they're pulling. It's like, does it have his rib cage coming out on the back?
No, it does not.
Okay.
This is the American Dead Alive VHS.
Yeah, that's a different. There's one I used to see in the store, and it's the guy's rib cage. That scene's being pulled out. So when I would go be looking through movies, I would see that and look at the back of it, and I'd be like, shit, I don't think I'm ready to watch this yet. Like, this might be too gory for me.
I remember the cover, the ripping, the opening the mouth and the skull coming out of it. When I was younger, there was a guy that me and Buckley knew named Mark, and Mark had all kinds of like VHS and shit, and he would always have like he had Meet the Feebles and Dead Alive, and he's like, we should watch these.
God, I wish I'd seen Meet the Feebles back then.
So it was a double feature for us. I got to watch Meet the Feebles, and then I got to watch Dead Alive.
That's freaking amazing.
A double dose, and then I later would find out about Bad Taste and whatnot, and know who Peter Jackson was.
Yeah,
but I love the movie.
I didn't see Meet the Feebles. It was like the 5th movie of his. I saw like this movie, then The Frighteners, and then I found Bad Taste, and then I found this. So
yeah, I watched that before anything because years later, got to college and it came out on DVD, and I ended up renting it on DVD like when I was like 19. And watched it with some friends, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is the same Peter Jackson that did this movie." I was like, "What?"
I know, right?
Because Lord of the Rings was out about that same time, and I was like, "Damn, dude!" And I was having to explain that to every person I would show it to. And be like, "Lord of the Rings, he did this movie." They were like, "No, he didn't."
Yeah,
same guy. You got to start somewhere, and usually great directors start in horror.
That's true.
James Cameron,
very true.
We talked about this.
Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
You got to start somewhere.
I saw this at a movie theater here in Louisville, Kentucky, called the Vogue Theater, and they would show like second run films, or they just completely art house films, like Man to Fell to Earth or whatever the fuck.
Nice.
And they have to show the Pink Floyd's The Wall once a month, and that was the place. And a lot of cities have this, especially in the 80s. And 90s is the theater that shows the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah.
But it lets you go balls out, man, like crazy. And this was the theater, and I saw it because they would put out a calendar every month, and it would show like, it would have like the logo of the movie, and I'm like, what the fuck is Brain Dead?
Yeah.
And we went and saw it. It was badass, man. I was so happy. And now, especially reflecting back, like I got to see the crazy, or at least one of the crazy extended versions at the time.
In the theater too. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Filled with cum. It smelled like awful. I mean, the hot dog still rotting under the. I mean, the Vogue was classic, nasty grindhouse movie on certain nights.
Yeah,
like if they didn't feel like cleaning that night, you're gonna get some hot dogs in your feet if you're wearing sandals. Oh shit!
So this movie has a lot of tropes. The creepy grandmother.
Oh, dude,
The creepy grandmother. I've just learned that
she's the worst.
She
she's
is the worst.
She's not the worst. I mean, she saw it all coming, but whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to put that in there. I put down this zombies. Zombies in this movie can get drunk, fuck and procreate, eat normal food, dance. Their bowels can attack you. They can play hide and seek. They can love and become gore from GORE-sized monsters that talk and wreck your party.
Yes. I made a lot of notes as I was watching it, and I was talking about grandma in the grocery store, and enter Lionel, our hero,
Lionel Cosgrove
getting stuff for his cunt mother.
Oh God, yeah, she's awful, dude. Like,
Are you sure?
My favorite. I do like that when she starts to like turn, how her voice just kind of goes to that like she can barely speak, you know.
That's great.
And she's like, "It's the WLWL." Like,
that's
so
like they're
funny.
like the prestigious neighborhood people coming to see them. Like, is that
it's
what it was? Yeah.
The Wellington's Lady Welfare League.
Jesus Christ. Timothy Ball played Lionel. And we're talking about Paquita. This is where the love story starts. Like Diana Penelver. I'm awful with people's names.
Paquita.
Paquita. No, but the person who plays her.
Oh, yeah. The dude Lionel, he just reminds me of, if you ever watch Seinfeld, he looks like the Serenity Now guy, Lloyd Braun. That's what he reminds me of every time I see it.
Don't forget Isildur's in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he is the other guy who's like the love triangle. He's like the guy, the macho asshole who is trying to steal Paquita. But even though Paquita, at this point, Lionel doesn't want Paquita, which it makes her want him even more.
I think that dude gets a bad rap in this movie. Like, he's like trying to steal Paquita, but like she's dating this guy who's like obviously going through some shit. Right. It's like you're gonna like hate on this guy. Like seems like he's got it together, and like Lionel's over here with his like dead grandma crying on her coffin and shit.
He's a catch, man. I don't know what the problem is, but I'd
a
fuck
real
him.
catch.
Yeah, Harry Sinclair plays Roger. He's Isildur in Lord of the Rings, and he's a director of television. I looked that up. Sorry.
Director of television.
Of television.
Just in general.
I didn't know people
just
stopped.
television.
Yeah, no. I just watch apps. I don't know what I'm talking about. Mom is played by Elizabeth Moody.
Who's also on Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, she's in a lot of fucking movies. I think her scenes were cut out of the original regular, like
yes, it's all extended.
Yeah, extended people.
But I mean, she was in Heavenly Creatures as well. She was in some other Peter Jackson movies. I mean, I guess he sort of owed her because he puts her through hell in this movie, right?
Yeah,
that's a lot of makeup to be having to put on every day.
Did you find out what Zingaya means? Corey.
I looked, and I think they just threw it in there. I can't find anything for it.
It's not a word.
That's perfect. How native?
Oh.
No, it's not.
Well, we have to say a few things to have as the movie progresses, because Lionel meets Paquita. They go on a date, and Mom is a nosy bitch, and she has to be there with him.
Yeah,
and that's where she gets in trouble, because you see the rat monkey, and it eats another monkey, and then bites her. And
yeah, that seems gross, man.
Yeah,
stop motion is badass.
I love the stop motion.
It's the first gore scene of the movie, right?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Well, I mean, no, I guess.
No, it is. It is, because you don't see them cutting off. You don't see them killing the professor at the beginning of the movie. It's just fake splatter. So nothing really happens yet.
Just setting up story and plot and a love story.
No, it's beautiful.
But Grandma knew.
Grandma does the tarot cards, and he's like, "It's the one," and the tarot card looks just like Lionel. That's fucking creepy.
It's on the nose.
Well, there's a little. Whenever she's doing the tarot, they bring out like a Black Knight card, and then when he walks into the store, he's buying some Black Knight licorice, which is a little
nice catch there. Is.
I totally caught that on my own too. Didn't even look that up.
Yeah, I always remember the Zeus scene because it has Forrest J. Ackerman in it. He's the one who takes the fucking picture.
Famous sponsors of Filmland.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For those who don't know who Forrest J. Ackerman was, he's the epitome of horror and sci-fi nerd. He was the editor-in-chief of Famous Monsters of Filmland magazine.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Pretty neat.
He's also in Return of the Living Dead Part 2. He's in The Howling. He's in so many movies, and he's usually holding one of his magazines.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking funny.
That scene with him in it, and she like whenever she gets bit on the leg, she squashes the monkey's head with like her heel is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah,
that's so gross.
Pop. But at that point, Lionel has to take his mother home because she's injured.
Not my mom. He's such a mama's boy, and she has basically tortured this poor kid his entire life. Very Norman Bates. He just is not a serial killer.
Yeah. One of my notes I made about this while watching it, speaking earlier about the love triangle they have, is whatever Lionel has, I want it, because he does everything in his power to have this woman not like him. But she's just like, oh, Lionel, I love you so much.
Magnetism.
He's just got sexual magnetism.
Tarot card magnetism. Oh my God.
So this is pretty good.
We can edit this part now.
So you get up to the dinner scene.
Oh
The
yeah, man.
dinner
The
scene.
titular dinner scene.
Well, we've got the yeah, you're right. There's the one with the fucking where they're eating custard or whatever the fuck.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
my God.
God.
With the people that came over, you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
the WL.
the WLWL.
Right.
Because that's what she sits up in the bed. She's like, the WL.
At this point, Mom is already fucking becoming zombified.
Yeah.
And she's trying
Zombified.
to act normal.
Try to put some glue on her face, get that skin to
Oh,
stick back down.
It's awful.
And it's,
Oh, yeah.
it's great scenes here, man. You can't gloss over the amount of detail that
There's
goes
a lot
into
going on in that dinner scene that is just like the guy, and he's just like,
He's just gross anyways.
It's just gross the way he's talking about that, and then he's like, "Oh, I haven't had a good custard in years."
It's the way he says the word.
Then he eats it. It's just like, hum.
Oh yeah.
And then the ear and the pus in there.
So people don't know this, but food and blood is, I don't know. I'm not a fan. Even if it's fake, I do not like it.
Oh, the first time I watched this and I saw that shit squirt from her face into his custard and he eats it, I was just like, "Ugh."
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
I think it's her bandage on her arm or
Yeah,
some shit.
yeah.
Oh,
At this
God.
point where she had been bitten, I think it's all bubbling up. They've got her bandaged up, and it's like green, yellow.
Yeah, because the night before
red.
we
It's
forgot
fucking
the scene where they
awful.
show it like pulsating from the
Oh,
inside,
it's awful.
and it bursts.
And this fucking guy doesn't even notice it splashes right into his custard.
He's like-
his fucking wife or whoever the hell that lady is across the table sees it and goes, okay.
Yeah. And then her ear falls off. She eats her own ear, which is also kind of, it still has the pearl earring on the ear.
Makes you look at
Yeah.
Which is a
pearls
nice- yeah.
differently.
Oh my God.
That was always the scene. Like if you're watching the movie, if with anybody I was with, that when it got to that part, I would always look over at him and just see their reaction to that guy to eating that custard. It's so
Mom's
gross.
not well. She's not well because guess what? Now she's fucking dead. Maybe we skipped all. Maybe we skipped over.
I
but-
don't care. We've got so many scenes. You've got the.
Oh, you have your mother ate my dog.
Yeah, your mother ate my dog.
Your mother
Which
ate
is my
dog.
favorite quote in the whole movie.
Your
The
mother
way she
ate-
says that. Your mother ate my dog.
Yeah, I think I got a note there. It's like, there's a dog, poor dog, because he gets eaten, and she gets the whole dog out of
Poor
her
little
mouth.
She
guy.
pulls it, yeah, like like he just pulls like this huge dog out of her mouth.
It's all like chewed up and it's gross. It's fucking fantastic.
Dude, like I said, $3 million movie. These effects look really fucking good to me.
Yeah, they do. No, so Vera fucking dies. Okay, we can get to like the funeral scene
Oh yeah,
with Peter Jackson.
Yeah.
Basically playing the same role he played in Bad Taste. Like he
Oh,
looks
yeah.
the same. It's the same hairstyle. He even has like his buck teeth going on. It's like it's full on same character almost.
Yeah.
can't forget about the Nazi. He gets the
Oh, he gets the comically large jar of tranquilizer.
tranquilizer. It's like if I took my dog to the vet today. If I walked in and that guy was there, I'd fucking turn around. We definitely wouldn't leave an animal with that guy.
Yeah.
The song "Sodomy" from Meet the Feedables is actually playing in her funeral. I made that note.
How appropriate.
Oh,
never,
God.
never noticed that.
And as they say, at this point, you realize that he realizes that he can actually use tranquilizer to like subdue the zombies.
Yes.
And at this point, there's only one.
Yeah.
One.
There's only one. It's Vera. He's
Yeah.
trying to get to
Mum.
her. And at this point, she looks like one of the trolls from Troll 2. Her makeup's bad in this one.
Yeah, I know.
This part of the movie, it's pretty bad. But he has to wrestle her down to get her the tranquilizers. And everybody comes in and looks like he's just on the floor rolling around with his dead mom.
Yeah. I don't know if that's her real teeth or if they gave her like fake teeth, but her teeth kind of gross me out too.
It's her real teeth because she's got him in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, because it's like just like, ooh, like the old
Unless-
lady accent.
Unless the makeup effects people did it as a joke to put the same dentures they had from like
If they
fucking
are real-
92.
Yeah, if they are real teeth, now I just feel like a jerk. But
No, fuck it, man. That's okay. My teeth are crooked as fuck. I still have all my wisdom teeth.
Yeah, we also missed the nurse getting killed. Because the nurse is the one that the first one that gets killed by Vera.
Yeah, good point.
yeah. She turns into a Pez dispenser.
Pretty much gets her fucking head ripped clean backwards and fingers through the cheeks.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't even that like To put that in the movie where they reach behind her and the fingers go like through the cheeks like that is like an effect. I wouldn't even think to put that in the movie, but that is like really good. I think just the extra little bit. That little extra bit of having the fingers go through the cheeks.
Here we
is
also
a nice little touch.
we also meet two pivotal characters during the scene. It's Uncle Les.
Uncle Lester.
And the baddest fucking priest you'll ever see in your life.
Yeah,
Baddest
Magruder?
preacher ever.
What's his name? Father, is it Magruder?
He kicks ass for the Lord, Steve.
Yeah, he does.
Stuart Devine, he plays Father Magruder.
Father Magruder is one of the most badass fucking guys ever. We don't even know that at this point. He's just funny as hell.
He
has the worst wig you've ever seen.
He just looks like he would call everybody gang. And come here, gang. Let's hang out.
I bet he was just a badass and he had decided to go to the Lord because he did so many awful things as a kid.
Well,
as a teenager.
We're going to see
the
why.
type.
Yeah. He definitely injured a few people. You can tell by.
Yeah,
by
I love the
his manners.
funeral scene so much because when they're doing they come back and he's trying to subdue his mother again, and they're like in the the mortician area, and the guts are just flying like the
they left the embalming machine.
The embalming fluid was just flying everywhere. Her eyeballs were popping out. It's great.
Oh, and there's also the classic morgue guy eating a sandwich.
Of course,
every movie.
Yeah.
And what was the priest's his quote? She suffered. He had an abundance of mother love.
blessed with an abundance of mother love. I wrote that down.
More like suffered, but the first time you watch it, it's like a Monty Python skit almost.
It works so well because like he's doing the speech, and then like as soon as he goes resurrected, and they both fall into the scene together. Like that's just some great comedy writing. I love it.
So we keep talking about special effects. The special effects were by Bob McCarran and Richard and Tania Taylor, and they did all the gore models and creature effects. They had a good crew actually, and Bob worked on the Road Warrior, the Turkey Shoot, Razorback, Nightmare on. He did the Nightmare the board game, which is actually sitting behind Ace over there. The makeup for the Gatekeeper. Yeah, the Matrix he did afterwards, obviously, and then there was we talked about this on a couple episodes ago about female because we did a whole episode on splatter movies and female special effects makeup artists, and there's a woman named Belinda Villani who was prosthetics on this, and she's fucking uncredited. Big shocker. Yeah,
lame.
So I need to at least talk about that for a second because this movie is all about the effects. The story's fun. The direction is so inspiring, but if you don't have these insane set pieces going on, nobody cares.
Well,
about the
I think really like the first maybe 40 minutes of story, and then it's just like kick ass. Like as soon as you get to the graveyard, you get all the greasers, right?
Yeah.
And that's when you start to get zombies because Lionel's coming back to dig up his recently buried mom, and there's greasers there. And the line is, the guy's pissing on her grave. He's like, "That's my mom you're pissing on."
That's my mother you're pissing on. It's the cemetery scene. I've got that on the wall, the whiteboard of doom.
That is a good one, man, because, the worst thing that could possibly happen while you're peeing, somebody grabs your dick and rips it off.
That dude peeing in that scene needs to drink some water because that's like the yellowest piss I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah, he's all about the beer. That is what's his name? Jed Brophy. His name's Void. The punk greaser. He's in King Kong, Heavenly Creatures, Lord of the Rings, District 9, Lovely Bones, and he's Nori in The Hobbit.
Huh.
Nori.
Nice.
Yeah,
So-
he actually gave him a real role finally after all these years.
There's also the one, I can't remember if it's him or one of his friends, but they have that one line that I really think is funny where that guy goes, "Yeah, mental."
Mental, yeah.
Which is one of my favorite things. Like,
All the greasers have great names.
yeah, mental.
But this is the first big gore scene because you get Vera coming out and starting to kill people, and then you get badass preacher.
Yeah. So what happens is the gang, these greaser gang, they complete assholes. They start beating up Lionel, and then Mom comes back from the dead and just rips his fucking dick off.
Oh yeah, that when he's laying on the grave there, and he's just like getting destroyed like from below.
Yeah, it looks like
really good.
it's just flying everywhere.
Yeah.
And he's on Mom's grave, and then they all start fighting. Mom's trying to kill everybody. She's biting everybody, and that's when Father Magruder's like, "The devil is amongst us."
It calls for divine intervention.
He just comes out and starts kicking ass.
He starts flying all over the place, doing some fucking kick-ass Bruce Lee shit. He's kicking everybody like Taekwondo style all over the place.
I kick ass for the Lord.
And he pulls out the line that everyone remembers.
Yeah. Do you ever
kick ass
you ever
for
wear
the
that
Lord.
shirt anywhere and seeing like somebody doesn't know what it's from and they're like, why are you kicking ass for the Lord, Steve?
Oh, okay.
And you have
That's
to
funny.
explain it to everybody.
It's funny you brought that up, Ace, because in 1998, I went to the Milwaukee Metal Fest. This is a real story. And that year was the first year that Emperor, that I remember, played the U.S. So it was a lot of black metal and death metal. And if you don't know about the Milwaukee Metal Fest, just look it up. That year, you'll see how many fucking amazing bands played over an entire weekend. And I got so many bad looks because there's so many black metal kids there.
Yeah.
And I remember I went back to the hotel and changed. I was like, this is not going to end well. They don't get the fucking joke or they don't know the movie because people know, because the shirt says Brain Dead.
Yeah.
It does not say Dead Alive. So people don't even know the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, I remember that because I was with our friend Richter and he was like, yeah, you probably should. I walked back to our hotel and changed. And that Milwaukee Metal Fest, where the ballroom was right across the street from the Ambrosia Chocolate Factory that Jeffrey Dahmer used to work at.
Oh, nice.
So there you go. There's my my
Black
T-shirt.
metal on the tour.
Yeah, so yeah, people have looked at this shirt and go, really? Or they're just fucking mad at me. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. It says ass in it. I mean, come on. Is that not enough? I mean, God.
Praise the Lord and not kicking us for it.
Yeah.
And then he proceeds to die quickly.
Yeah, that really got to me, but I didn't know what they were going to do with the character.
It was a bummer. You're like, this guy's cool, and then
fucking-
like he does the jump kick, and the zombie just fucking jukes him and
Yeah.
impales him on a statue.
It was a Boba Fett move. I was like so fucking mad. Boba Fett shows up in Return of the Jedi and you kill him. It's like, fuck.
He's the New Zealand Boba Fett,
Okay, that works. I like that.
except he has more screen time. So at this point, Lionel takes Mother back, and all
Yes.
the corpses, which are getting grosser and grosser.
They're fucking disgusting. We go right to the dinner scene.
Yes, where you feed them.
Yeah, you're feeding the dead.
And again with food, feeding the nurse that had her head ripped off, and just fucking the food is coming out of her,
Oh, yeah.
out of her little throat hole, and just sticks her head back and just puts it down in there.
I'll let you guys go on about that.
It's like creamed corn coming out.
Yeah, it's like if you took applesauce and left it out for a day in the sun. Anyways,
I could see the most abomination fucking shit ever, but you put food and gore together. I just want to throw up right now.
it just keeps getting more and more gross from this point on.
Yeah, we get
Like
our
the-
first zombie sex scene.
Yeah, you got-
Zombie sex, yeah, because Lionel gets fucking. It's weird because like you see the scene and they're just all sitting at a dinner table like this is normal.
Yeah.
And he's just trying to watch everything and he comes back and the priest and the nurse are fucking.
It's the epitome of the nuclear family. What's up, Ace?
Yeah. That, I was going to go back. Also, they make some tranquilizer scrambled eggs for everybody.
Oh yeah, yes.
And then, but yeah, the two of them, when they start having sex on there, that's another just like, just disgusting.
I love that
to see
scene.
the two of them and like the nurse.
Is it necrophilia because they're both dead?
Yeah, it has to be.
Necrophiliac?
I think it is. Yeah.
That's also in the funeral scene, and then one of these like necrophiliac.
And there's just like something like when the preacher, because his lips come off, and like
Oh, yeah.
face with no lips is just like absolute. I don't know what that is. When I see a face with no lips in a movie, I'm like, God.
They're having rough zombie sex and she
Yeah.
bites his lip off.
Yeah, she
Clean off.
literally
Lips
pulls them off.
clean off.
It's great.
But the reason why they're left alone is because Uncle Les shows up.
Yep.
And he's trying to get some money.
Yeah,
Trying to get some
because
stuff.
Vera was rich.
Vera was very rich, and Uncle Les wants all her money.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, this is the house on the hill that's like huge in the neighborhood.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's basically Ricky from Trailer Park Boys when he shows up. Like just with
but
that
Les,
look.
that's Lionel's trying to hide it. And he's like, "What do you got back in there? Did you find your dad's stag films?
Yeah,
Is it the one with the donkey and the chambermaid?"
that's the quote on the wall.
It's like, yeah, I'm jerking it to bestiality back here. Give me a few minutes. Like,
Jesus,
All
Christ.
part of the grieving process.
Yeah. So I mean, he keeps it quiet. Uncle Les buys it, and then what happens later on they goes in the basement later on, and the goddamn baby.
Zombie baby.
yeah, the
Oh,
gestation
God.
period on a zombie is about 2 hours.
Yes.
That's
I mean,
how long you carry a
including
baby.
birth.
Yeah, including birth, 2 hours.
I mean, he went out somewhere real quick, right?
Yeah, he was getting more tranquilizer, I believe, and he
Yes.
hides from like Paquita. Like the bus goes by. There's a whole scene like that, and it's more like, oh, it's beautiful. She's still in love with him, even though she's insane. Like, what are you fucking doing? He looks like a meth addict, and he's got like all this tranquilizer, and he's hiding
Yeah.
from you, and she still wants him.
But
so that's just beautiful.
She doesn't get him.
No.
And he gets a baby, a zombie baby, which he's going to take care of like a real baby and take it for fucking walks in a stroller.
Yeah.
Yeah, my note on the wall says, taking baby to the park. I hate baby Selwyn.
I recently saw where somebody took that scene from that movie and they put the Mentos song over top of it, and so it's him pushing it around, and it's like, doesn't matter what comes, Mentos better in life, Mentos fresh. And then like at the end of it, it like freeze frames, so he's like trying to catch the baby, and it was like Mentos, the fresh maker.
Well, like the fun part of that is when the lady's like, "Oh, can I see your baby?" and like, just barbed wire covering the baby.
Yeah,
And it turns into like a very slapstick Three Stooges type of thing. He's just beating the baby up in the park.
But who the fuck? Why are you taking your baby for? Why is he? That's the thing. Is like he's so delusional. He's like, well, I gotta take care of this baby.
yeah.
I'm not gonna just abandon it.
And the people there are just watching him like abuse this child in the park, and they're like, "Well, that's none of my business." Sir. And they just keep going about their day.
There was one guy that looked like he was homeless. It was really like, yeah, beat that child.
Fuck that kid.
Fuck them kids.
Baby Selwyn was acted by Daniel Sabick, and then Vicky Walker did that annoying fucking voice.
Oh, yeah, that voice is the
everybody
worst.
hates. Yeah.
It's worse than the. It's not as bad as the kid from House by the Cemetery though.
Bob. So
If Bob had that laugh, he would be twice as hateable.
yeah, at Gore Club last night we played Demons too, and I forgot Bob was in the very end. There's
Oh,
there's
yeah.
that family that picks them up after they escaped. Yeah, okay. God damn it! I was like, there's fucking Bob, and everybody was like, boo.
Yeah.
It was great.
Part of it, the one thing I like about the baby is how they have part of it is like a fake little doll, but then when it's walking, it's obviously like a short person, like in a baby costume, from behind
With a giant
and
head.
it's just kind of like waddling around there. Like I love that kind of effect where it's just like the baby just comes out and it's a giant baby.
Yeah.
Like it's not even small. It's
This was before Peter Jackson knew how to do forced perspective.
yeah.
So apparently they put the suit on a 2-year-old girl, and then when Uncle Les is later on chasing her around with the fucking hatchets and like the cleavers, that freaked the kid out.
Oh yeah.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
It's scarred for life.
I forgot about that. Yeah, they said it fucked her up mentally.
Yeah, but this is where the movie really kicks off because Uncle Les catches Lionel with Mom in the basement still. And he's like,
Yeah.
I'm taking everything, you're getting the fuck out, and I'm having a party tonight. I don't care that your dead mom's in the basement. We're
Yeah.
having a party.
I got a great idea. Let's
So
party.
you know, they have a big party.
The party and the fight scene. So the party is badass. Like it just rages and rages. It's like the kind of party I remember. Like, well, I don't have these kind of families and friends. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of like the Scream of its day, where it has like the last 45 minutes of the movie is all about a party.
I never put that together.
Yeah.
And these are the scenes that everybody remembers. It's just constant, insane. It's even crazy how they shot the whole party scene before the zombie outbreak.
Yeah.
Don't look at me.
That's when Paquita comes in and she's like, "Fuck you, Uncle Les," and kicks him in the balls, and then he throws her into the basement, and that's what kicks off the zombies.
I know. Goddamn Paquita.
It's all her fault. Maybe all these fucking douchebags wouldn't have gotten eaten. Nah, fuck it. I'm glad it went down. Anyways, so Paquita gets to the basement, and there's all these zombies down there, and guess what? They're starting to wake up. And where do they want to go?
Party?
To the party. Especially the
time.
Greaser, man. The Greaser wants to go up and party.
Yeah, Void. He's my favorite. He's
Yeah.
my favorite zombie in the whole movie.
Playing the stray cats up there. They want to get up there and party with Void.
Yeah, they're all the greasers.
And then Lionel, there's a very sentimental scene where Lionel kills Mom. He just overdoses her on tranquilizer.
Yeah, I've been there.
But he buried her lovingly in the basement. Well, now
That's like, oh,
that's the end of the movie right there.
See you guys. Bye.
Now that would have been a shitty end of the movie. Lionel gets thrown back into the basement because Uncle Les is a dickbag,
Yeah.
and that's when Mom gets up because it wasn't tranquilizer. It was what was it? What was it? It was adrenaline. or
It was
something.
the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you've got supercharged, pissed off zombies, and what do they want to do? Go kill a bunch of fucks. So let's get to it.
Zombies just want to fucking kill.
Yeah, the first one who comes out dancing is Void. He's
Yeah.
such an awesome guy. He's like, hey, this is cool.
And this is where you get some of my two favorite effects in the movie is the rib cage coming out when it pulls like the whole rib cage, that and the guys who gets pulled through and his legs get like skinned off and you just see his little bones like of the legs like kind of
It was
flailing around.
animal stimulant. Sorry.
there you
animal,
go.
There
Yeah,
you go. So you get jacked up zombies, and then you get like the guy gets his rib cage ripped out. You get a face ripped off, ripped open guts. I mean, I've got notes for every single one.
Fist
of them.
through the back of the head
Yep,
that comes out the mouth.
I've got the punch through the head, the light bulb zombie, the bathtub fight, which is one of my favorites.
This whole thing is like they were just sitting. They were like in a round table, and they were all just like, everybody write down some kind of crazy death you want to see, and we'll just film it, no matter what it is.
Just whatever you want, man. Just
Yeah.
put it down there. And Uncle Les
neat
has
ideas.
obviously seen a zombie movie because he knows exactly what to do.
That was something I noticed on my second time is like before that scene, Ace, is him. He knows that you get bit by a zombie, you're going to become one.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. And this is before they all rise up and stuff. Like they're all over the place, and then that's when they all rise up. And he already knows. He's like,
Yeah.
she got bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That the scene of them and they're all on the ground and then like everybody raises up at the same time that's like an iconic scene.
Yeah, it is.
And just like the whole thing just looks so good, like everybody getting up and he's like, oh shit.
Yeah, but I thought that was a great note, Dave, was because movie is set before Night of the Living Dead, but they already are.
It's like, oh shit.
They're hip to the grab.
Uncle Les has seen some
He
shit.
saw White Zombie and
Yeah.
yeah. Same thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, you have all those good kills, and then the best kill, which they should just turn this into a fucking lawnmower ad, is when Lionel goes and gets the lawnmower.
The lawnmower comes in kind of late, but you're right. This is like we have the one like I was talking about the bathtub fight scene where the legs like he gets torn in half, and I guess at this point your body can actually every part of your body can come back to life because they like his lower half squishes out. His
Yeah.
lungs somehow, and his
yeah.
colon and his heart's all connected in this big bumble. It's from Void,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
get into an amazing fight.
This like the thing is in the kitchen and then like his legs are walking around and then there's like and there's a scene where his half is just like crawling towards Lionel and it's just the top half of his body. It's just which that looks amazing too. Like, $3 million budget, that effect looks fucking great to this day.
Yeah. And then somehow the Paquita and her best friend get locked into the kitchen, and that's when Uncle Les comes through the window, and there's the light bulb zombie going on, and then that's when he realizes that her friend has been bitten, and they're going to start fighting.
Yeah.
And then that's when the other zombies come through the window and through the door, and then it's like Cleaver time, baby.
Cleaver time.
The POV shot of him
Just the
like
POV shot. I mean, Uncle Les does some fucked up shit. He rips the zombie's teeth out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's hard to watch. Anything
fucking
with teeth is hard.
cuts the head off, and puts the garden gnome in there. Yeah, he's got a garden gnome fucking falling.
And they fight him later.
Yeah, so it's lots of it's absolutely gross and absolutely silly at the same time.
Yeah, the baby in the blender.
Baby in the blender because it just fucking goes straight up.
So when they were filming these scenes like that, like the blender and the lawnmower scene we're getting ready to really get into, those were real. Like they were the special effects artists were talking about. There's an interview where they're talking about like my hands were right by the blades as they're spinning. When Lionel's holding the lawnmower, that's a real blade, and they're just chopping up body parts, and like they're made out of wax and all these little pieces. But like that's insane.
Yeah.
See, that pisses me off, man. My lawnmower gets clogged up like if the grass is like fucking 3 inches tall. They don't make stuff like they used to.
They don't make them like they used to.
They don't. You used to be able to hack up zombies. Now I can't even go through my grass if it's overgrown.
I love it that during all this madness, they still take just a couple of seconds to give us another zombie fuck scene. Where they're fucking on the ground. It's like, really?
Well, it seems like every scene you get like, oh, gross, and then you get something a little comedic because like there's one part where he's doing a Scooby-Doo run, trying to run away, but he can't run away, and then he eventually jumps on the parts or the half head that's like being kicked around every
Like
so
a hockey
often.
puck? It's
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Little things like that make it. I wouldn't say lighthearted, but it makes it. You put the comedy in there with all the gore, so that's what makes it fun.
We know what like puts for me puts this like over the top gore is it's not just like blood. Like there's a lot of blood, but it's like viscera. Like that blood is just like thick and it's just everywhere. It's like I've never seen another movie with blood like that in it, where it's just like that thick blood that's just like all the guts and everything mixed together, and it's just like dripping off his face. It's not
In chunks.
and just chunks of stuff.
Yeah. It's way thicker. It's like you take Evil Dead 2, where they had to change the colors to get the rating down. And all that kind of stuff. Like it's black and green. This is a mixture. I should have looked that up. Like, what did they make this out of?
Yeah, there's not many other movies that it's not just corn syrup and fucking food coloring. You
Yeah.
know, it's just thick.
I'm sure it's something that didn't come out easily. So
No.
they had to- it's like,
Oh,
we got to
yeah.
just keep going, guys.
What'd you say, Corey?
How they make that kind of like thick blood, or at least how I do it is artificial insemination.
Whoa, what?
lube for farm animals?
Oh, nice.
Oh,
So that's even
It's really
even worse.
so fake cum.
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay, this is the fake cum movie. Forever shall be known as the fake cum movie.
This movie not get like an X rating at this point.
If anybody's forgotten, Corey has been a special makeup effects artist for a long, long time, and he's awesome. But holy shit, man!
Everybody in this movie is covered in bloody cum.
Oh, fake! It's synthetic animal cum.
No, it's just, it's just lube. Hardcore lube. The more you know. Ding.
We can talk about how I figured out that that's what it was another day.
Okay. Anyways, so the last little gag before the end where they get bitten and it's the false teeth.
Oh yeah, the false
The
teeth.
zombie
were
with
good.
false teeth. It's
Yeah.
great. It's
I
just
love that
little
scene.
shit like that makes it memorable and fun.
We forgot Lionel's. He says right before he starts the lawnmower, he's like, "Party's over," and he's
Right.
just like, "Rah."
And we haven't
That-
even gotten to that yet.
Yeah.
So that is that he kicks down the door, and that's when we see the goddamn the hero shot of Lionel with he's literally taken a lawnmower and tied it around his neck, so
Yes.
the blade is facing out.
But you couldn't probably do that with today's lawnmower. There's too many safeties and stuff on it.
Yeah, my grandpa's lawnmower, you could just not touch it and it would just keep mowing the lawn. Like you just let go of it. and
You
I'm
just
like,
keep
I don't
going
think
in the
this is
same
safe.
direction. And he just runs through him, man.
It's time to mow down the zombies.
Yeah.
I'm funny.
Yeah. And this is another one where it had to have been somebody who was like, what would be something crazy we could kill a bunch of zombies with? They're like, a
Lawnmower.
lawnmower.
Right.
Do
It's
it.
happened in Night of the Creeps. Very it's in one scene.
Yeah.
And they did animated blood. I remember that scene so well. And then I saw it again in this movie, and I was like, that guy loves movies. We are connected, Peter Jackson.
He obviously has a lot of homages to various movies in his film. But we're not talking about Peter. We're talking about Lionel. And his lawn equipment.
His lawn. Whoa. Yeah.
So, anyways, he goes through all these zombies.
Back and forth.
Back and forth.
I mean, I love it. He's mashing them. That's how he kills the fuck zombies.
Yeah.
Just on their heads.
He's just doing it like he would cut the lawn, and then come back this way, and then go back this way.
Doing the lines.
Well, they just keep coming. They just keep coming and keep coming and coming with their fake animal cum.
Yeah. Viscera.
So after this, after we get all that, and we forgot to talk about the lung monster and the trying to get Lionel.
No, go ahead.
It looks in the mirror and it's like looking at itself.
Yeah.
And it has like an asshole that farts.
Yeah, it's fully connected. That's part of the bathtub fight scene I was
All
talking
the
about.
guts, yeah.
It's like all of his internal organs are connected, which I mean I know they are, but like this is literally and they're just crawling around. They're going down the chain that you're talking about when she's getting the bite on her arm because Lionel's swinging from one side of the room to the other, and that's how he knocks the zombie off that bites Paquita, and then he looks up and then here comes old Guts,
Oh, God.
old Guts girl.
And it's just a little puppet just making its way down. God damn it, it's so fucking great.
So there is one thing that we have not talked about, glossed over, is the symbol, the amulet that is supposed to be his lucky charm.
Yeah.
And it comes into play when Mum comes back.
Yeah.
Yes, giant rat Vera.
Yeah, because Uncle Lester goes down to the basement, and then this is when Vera comes out of the ground. He's like, Vera! And
Yeah.
you see a shadow, and she looks like literally a GORE monster.
Yeah.
You only see a shadow of her, but she picks him up by his nuts and rips him into like a weird origami.
I call it Giga Vera.
Giga Vera?
Yeah. I love how she gets introduced with that giant fingernail, like tapping him on the shoulder.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's a really good, like, nice little touch. Is like the giant fingernails. One thing I could have done without is the big, giant, swinging old lady zombie boobs.
Whatever it makes me want to go home and milk my grandma.
They're just like swinging back and forth. And you're like,
And the
oh,
fact that she
God.
can talk too, like his mom.
Oh yeah, she's like Salat. And then, like this,
Exactly. And that's why part of my notes were like the monster that can talk and wreck your party.
Yeah.
It's because Mama comes back.
This movie is like there's so much funny stuff that happens in this movie. Like it's so quotable. It's just, and it's so well written. Like everything in this movie is like it's based. It's like a comedy more than it is a horror movie for me. Almost like,
Yeah.
it's just I love it so much. I know I've just been like I love this, I love that, I love that, but it's hard to talk about this movie without being like this is so.
We're
great.
fans.
Oh, yeah, it is great, but we have to talk about how Vera gets it. How Lionel gets away. He doesn't get away. He gets shoved back in Mom.
Oh yeah, so there's a battle on the rooftop. So they make their way to the rooftop. They think they're getting away from Mom, and Mom literally bursts through the roof and comes out. And she literally is like, when I say the size of a Gwar monster, the dinosaur monster from Gwar, the stories, in the music video. That's how massive she is. And I don't know if it's forced perspective. I'm sure it is, but I mean, even the puppet has to be huge because this is the man who created the term bigatures. Yeah.
So I mean, I think that's where they spent a lot of their effects makeup budget on.
I mean, one of her boobs is bigger than my house.
Yeah,
right.
Swinging around,
Swinging big boobies, great.
She knocks off Paquita because slut.
Yeah, she goes slut.
She's still in control. Corey, if you want to cut in, go ahead.
No, nothing.
He's just over there laughing his ass off.
So, and then you have Lionel facing down with Mom, and then Mom's like,
I love you.
I love you. So get back in my innards.
Yeah,
shoves her inside of her.
My notes were Venus, Gina, belly, mouth trap.
Yeah, the ultimate mama's boy getting put right back in the womb.
I don't know what the fuck that is, but basically her entire belly opens up and just swallows him whole.
But he had the amulet. And the amulet causes her to just fucking start decomposing right there, which is another really cool scene.
It's awesome, man.
His fucking face falls off.
Yeah.
Titty falls off.
We sound like freaking Chris Farley. Like, it was awesome. It was a good movie.
No.
You remember that part in that one movie you were in? It was awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty good. No, but there was. It's really hard to like talk about this without going every step by beat by beat because there's so much that happens in the last 30 minutes of the movie that
it's so fast paced.
It is fast paced. I mean, I've got notes about just silly shit that I just noticed at the time, but like there's just so much carnage and gore that it makes it fun. And like I said, there's a little bit of slapstick here and there, and that makes it even better. But and then you get to the end of the movie, and it's just like they fucking zip line down the way, and then it's just like, all right, we're done. Bye.
I know. I kept waiting. When I saw it in the theaters, I was waiting through the whole credits and just see if there was anything else. And this is before I even thought about like post credits. I was like, is that it?
Yeah.
They kiss and just walk away from the camera.
Well, there's like the first few times I watched this movie, there's so much going on that you're just looking at that you don't pay attention to like the actual story. Because it was like 3 or 4 times I watched this, and I was like, oh, she drowned her husband and the woman he was sleeping with when he was a kid. I didn't even know that happened in this movie because I'm just like, fucking zombie mom, fucking heads, zombies everywhere. So much better. Like I didn't even think that was part of the movie.
What Ace is talking about is that Mom has tortured poor Lionel his whole life and made him think that his dad was a piece of crap, which I guess he was.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, he was jerking it to animal porn. I mean, God, I mean, he's not that good of a guy.
It's a chambermaid, and
this woman's fucking a donkey, and he's jerking
with his
it.
uncle.
It's the 50s, Ace.
It was a different time.
Yeah, but so he has a flashback, and he realizes that his mom basically murdered his dad and her mistress, and his mistress.
Drowned both of them in a fucking bathtub.
The one that he probably shits when don't you all shit in the bathtub? Oh, sorry, wrong thing.
Yeah. Shit the tub.
I shit the tub.
Waffle stomp it down.
No comment.
In the end.
I used to be a really bad alcoholic.
Also, why did he... So here's the thing I never got about the end of the movie. Why did Lionel throw away the amulet at that point?
No, he was going to, and she stopped him.
I thought he threw it away.
No, he was getting ready to, and she was like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paquita stopped him. I remember that too because I thought it was the same way. I was like, why? I guess this is the scene where she stops him, and then they walk away, and I was like, well, is there going to be a sequel? It's such a fucking crazy build up, and then the payoff. It's a good payoff, but then it just ends. It's like I felt like, I don't know, Corey Feldman in Stand By Me is like that ending sucks.
I think they did so much that they just like blew their load, and they were like, we just got to end this thing. I'm done here.
We're out of money, guys. Pack it up.
I'm tired.
Well, it's one of those things. I think that we've described it so badly that you have to see it to believe it.
Oh yeah. Well, like I always thought, like you brought it, like what's the after story of like horror movies? Like, what would be the after story of this? Where like the fire department shows up and then they walk into that house. How do you explain that?
It's just like 30 dead bodies.
Yeah.
A giant there's a giant corpse. Lionel's going to prison.
Yeah, there's like we just found 2 gigantic breasts up on top of your roof,
The nipples are the size of your head.
and like it's like Dead Alive 2. Lionel's in prison.
Oh God, yeah, it becomes Ricky O, the story of Ricky.
Yeah,
Have you seen that? If you haven't seen that movie, please check that motherfucker out.
oh yeah, that
I'm not
movie's
even going to try to describe that one. But this movie, it had a lasting legacy. I mean, people still watch it. People still enjoy the gore. Peter Jackson recently was doing an interview with somebody about the Beatles documentary he just did for Disney Plus, and the person that was interviewing was like, "Hey, so just to do my homework, because I only knew you from Lord of the Rings, I went back and watched some of your films."
Oh wow.
And he talked about he mentioned Dead Alive, and Peter said, "Well, I've been working on this so much, but we're working on a 4K like Blu-ray release. Like he wants to get a proper release of it because even it's a harder movie to find. You can find it on YouTube. There's the 104-minute Japanese version is on YouTube.
Yeah, and for our listeners, I actually put it on our YouTube channel in the playlist called the 90s of Horror.
So I mean,
That's the brain dead version.
You can
Nice.
find it, but the good thing is Peter Jackson is in charge of cleaning it up. So I don't think that it's going to be so clean and pristine that it's
Gonna lose its
gonna
magic.
ruin the movie.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. I don't need to see Halloween in 4K.
Yeah.
I don't need to see Evil Dead in 4K. I just
Yeah.
don't, man.
Every time I watch a 4K DVD of an old movie, I just take off my glasses.
make your own diffusion.
That looks better.
Filter.
Oh my God! I want to see the Venus Gina Belly mouthtrap, not in 4K.
Yeah, I don't think I want. Yeah, this movie doesn't need to be like.
I see that in higher definition.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
see
need
some
to see
pudding
that.
scenes in higher definition.
I want to see that custard scene in 4K.
I was eating like a bowl of bean dip was the first time I watched this movie. So I've got like bean dip with melted cheese on it, and then the custard scene happens. I've never been so close to throwing up at a horror movie.
Oh, poor
So
Corey.
nasty.
See, it's a good thing you didn't watch with me because I'd be the kind of person that would just put my hands in the bean dip and just lick it off my fingers at that point.
Dave sucks.
just to gross you out, even though I'm slightly grossed out myself by it. But just that was one of our things, though. I remember when I found out after I saw the movie, I invited friends over and was like, "Hey, we got to eat pudding while we watch this movie."
I can't remember if I came to that party because Dave used to have theme parties back in the day when I first met him. It's many moons ago, and we'd have pirate parties and movie nights. I remember the first time I saw the My Bloody Valentine in 3D. He had bought the brand new television at the time, and it looked fucking amazing.
Yeah, it was all in 3D. It
I
was
remember
great.
those days.
Have a key party.
Yeah.
Everybody throw your
Fucking
keys
the
in
ice
this bowl.
storm. What have you, God, you're a nerd. I love it. So the aftermath of this movie is it was nominated for many awards. Yes, it didn't make any money, but it's like going to see a technical death metal band and you're in a band. It's all the audience is all band members.
Yeah.
So the people who make movies or you love it like we do, this is that fucking movie. It's like Evil Dead. It was nominated for many awards. It went to the Sitges Film Festival, Fantasporo, the New Zealand Film and TV, the Amsterdam Fantastic Film Festival. I mean, people loved it everywhere. But movie-going public just either didn't get the distribution it should have got or they just didn't know about it.
Well, I think this is the kind of movie that in America at that time, like, how do you market this?
Yeah, look at this fucking VHS. I'm going to hold it up to the camera. Like, what an awful fucking cover.
That's
It's
great.
It has nothing to do with the movie.
Yeah. Now this is the one. If you're in America and anybody who loves this movie knows that what I'm talking about. It's this Dead Alive cover with the woman pulling her mouth apart and there's like a skull in there with blue eyes. It's like that doesn't tell me a fucking thing. I mean, it's better than a floating head. Like, who are these people? These Kiwis?
Oh, yeah.
They can't do that, so they released that.
Yeah, it's not a great cover, and it has nothing to do with the movie. I mean, it looks cool, like the mouth with the skull, but
Well,
doesn't
I
tell you
remember. I
anything.
remember.
It's like a
because of
bad
that.
metal cover. I wouldn't
Yeah.
pick it up.
But the thing is like I said, that just goes to the point. Like, they didn't market it well.
No.
Like, you didn't hear about it, and it didn't really get much of a release in America, anyways.
Well, like
That-
in '92, you think like horror was already kind of like in a downturn.
Oh, especially American horror.
Yeah, American horror, because like we said in earlier ones, like Freddy was dead, Jason was in hell. Jason, was he in hell yet? I don't remember if he was in
God,
'92.
I know.
I think that was '93. Jason wasn't in hell yet, but he was still in
the
Manhattan.
franchise was.
Yeah, but Freddy was dead, and horror was kind of dead, so you put out Dead Alive. I mean, they changed the name of it and put it in America, but like for me, it was like I would go through it. I had to turn it over and look at the back to see how good it was. And I guess the one I saw was the unrated one.
Yeah. No, this one has like a couple of zombie heads. It's got the father, and it has a couple of scenes that still are not great. But it's like they had to edit this VHS box. And but luckily, the video store that I went to as a kid and got this shirt from, he gave me the Japanese Laserdisc copy, and that's what's in this.
Nice.
Yeah. So it says this is the American box, but I always put notes on the side. It says Japanese Laserdisc print.
Nice. There's the copy I have. I bought at Walmart in like the $5 bin.
Yeah.
And it's the unrated version.
That's awesome.
And I got it for $5 at Walmart when they would have like the big bin of movies for $5, which always pisses me off because like you can go to Walmart and I can buy Dead Alive, where they pull a guy's rib cage out of his chest, but you can't buy a CD of some music that says "fuck" on it.
Right.
It's like, what's the difference?
That's a conversation to have another day. But they do also make sure some of their movies are edited. So
oh yeah, they do.
Do they now?
That's been a thing for years. But we will talk about that on another episode because I don't want to get started on the evils
The
that
fuck
are
Walmart episode.
Fuck Walmart.
Fuck Walmart. Fuck Blockbuster. Fuck all that.
Fuck,
yeah.
honestly, fuck Blockbuster, dude. I hate Blockbuster nostalgia. It was the worst video store to go to ever.
Why are we going down this path?
I don't know. You got me
Sorry, Dave.
You're on a tangent now.
Dave's like, no.
Okay, Ace is drinking. He's had 2 beers, and now he's fucking ranting.
Like
Two
fuck
beers.
Blockbuster.
2 beers here.
All right, so let's we'll wrap this up with.
Well, we can go into the details of animal semen.
We'll do that one.
No,
Somebody turn off Corey's microphone.
We can do that. We can do a benefits episode for that and put it on your OnlyFans, I guess.
Oh.
So, favorite kill of the movie. This is an easy one.
It is an easy one. Start with Ace.
You can't say lawnmower.
I didn't know what you were going to fucking say, so I had no way to prepare for this, you bastard.
Jesus Christ.
My favorite kill is definitely, like I've mentioned before, the whole rib cage coming out of the guy's chest. Which he might have already been dead at that point, but
No.
still
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
Was
Well,
he dead?
yeah. It was a zombie
Okay,
rib cage. Yeah.
But that whole that I've never seen in any other movie ever where somebody takes an entire rib cage out of somebody's chest. Like that's such an amazing effect, and it looks disgusting. And there's no amount of CGI that can make that look any better than what that effect looks like.
the imagination it takes to make some of these kills. My favorite actually was Always, and I don't know why I didn't think about it, but when I saw this movie, the editing was so clean at the time. Now you could probably see it and notice it. It's the punch through the fucking skull, because she's literally talking, and then there's a fist that goes right through her face.
Yeah,
That's
that's such a quick edit.
It's so fucking good. Bam.
Yeah.
Same with when the face gets pulled off.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Dave, what's yours?
I've got 2, and they tie. One was the garden shears when he cuts half the guy's head off. I thought that was cool because I didn't think garden shears were that sharp. And apparently they are.
Not mine.
And the second one, which is a close second, is when he's falling when Lionel's falling into the front room and he just fucking headbutts that zombie and the head just explodes. It's like holy shit, like because it was out of nowhere. It's just like cool. They just had like an extra squib and they're like, all right guys, I got this.
Yeah, it's like they're leading up for what's getting ready to happen in that room, that room is like the ballroom of the house, and that's when all of the cards, like that's when all the party people just get their fucking just decimated, and the zombies get mowed down. It's great. So that head explosion is perfect.
That is a good one because I didn't expect it. It's just like holy shit, just blood everywhere. So like I said, it's a close second.
Yeah,
if not first. Fuck it, it's my first. Anyways, so. That's that for Dead Alive, Brain Dead. If you haven't seen this movie, we fucking ruined it. But you should watch it anyways because it's a really fun film.
Yeah. Like I said, we described it so badly, you have to see it to believe it.
You need to watch it.
Even if you don't like this kind of movie, like you should watch this movie.
Yeah, you should watch it and be like, somebody gave this guy millions of dollars and said, make the Lord of the Rings. And they had to have seen this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this movie, to his credit, is probably one of the reasons why he got it too. Not only because he did the other
Bob Zemeckis,
but he made such a high quality film and knew where to make cuts to make it a good movie, even though it didn't make a bunch of money. Fuck those people.
No, but see, that's what Robert Zemeckis, who made like Back to the Future and Forrest Gump and all these movies, he saw this movie and was like, I want that guy to direct this movie we're doing about these ghosts, and it was The Frighteners.
Yeah.
And, gave him Danny Elfman and gave him even more money.
Yeah.
And guess what? That movie fucking bombed.
Yeah.
So it's because he's got fans in the industry too. Yeah, and they're all artists. They've all had movies that didn't make it.
Yeah.
People didn't want to give money to Bob Zemeckis to make Back to the Future. Like, no, this is awful. This is an awful idea.
So tell me about this kid and this old man. Why did they hang out again?
Right.
Yeah, I think the original script of that, they had to travel. I think it was like in a refrigerator or something happened. Like a nuclear bomb had to go off.
Yeah, they couldn't figure out how to do the time machine.
Yeah, if you read the original script of that, you probably would have been like, this is kind of dumb.
But Bob Zemeckis, coming from hard times, coming from the school of hard knocks, making movies that failed. Back to the Future. He was like, this guy. This guy understands making a movie.
Yeah.
He hasn't had the right marketing, and he still didn't have the right marketing, and then bam, you got that. He did a movie called Heavenly Creatures, which is really well received.
I've never seen
and it's
that.
a tragic fucking movie about a real thing that happened in New Zealand. And it's beautiful. And that's the reason that Christopher Lee saw that movie and he was like, okay, this guy can make a movie, I'll be in his Lord of the Rings movies.
Nice.
It's Heavenly Creatures. I know we're going on a rant about Peter Jackson, but we're going to actually make an entire episode about Peter Jackson.
Yes, 3 hours of me sitting by myself and being like, The Hobbit. Never mind. I'm
Just covered in whatever fucking Corey makes his blood out of, and Ace and I gotta get drunk in the other room.
Yeah.
Anyways, so thank you for listening to our show. Since we're done,
Jesus
we're done.
Christ.
We're done. You can find us on. Thank you. What, do we get another Poland? Are you new? Poland, Peru, well, whatever. Thank you
I
for
love you,
listening to us.
Dave.
You can find us on Anchor FM, Breaker, Google Podcast, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Castbox, Verbal.com, YouTube, Spotify's not even up. No, I said Spotify. Wherever you're listening to us, Facebook.
Yeah.
No OnlyFans yet.
MySpace.
MySpace. It's coming back.
The
All right.
Facebook.
Goddamn. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much.
Bye, guys.
Later.
Oh, my God.